Hey guys, and welcome to episode 23 of Doom Eternal. We are battling our way through lost cities on a completely almost destroyed Mars. It's pretty cool, this sequence. I really enjoyed it. There is a lot of me talking, there's a lot of codex entries in this one, so it is me reading through them a lot. So, a lot of lore coming your way, just so you know. But it is still Doom Eternal. Does mean it's still an 18 rated game, so please, if you're under that age, get permission before you watch this at the very least, and then along with everyone else, like and subscribe.
The lost city of the dead. This was before your time in the Sentinels. The slip gate will take you to Sentinel Prime. Is hiding.
Codex entry, yay! The Lost City of Hebeth. Amidst the long and enduring history of Sentinel civilization, there are moments in antiquity that have become buried in time. Forgotten chapters that remain concealed to Sentinel historians waiting to be unearthed. The fallen city of Hebeth is one such tale, all but forgotten to the tombs of legacies past. Once a prosperous port city, a proud, gleaming marker of conquest for the distant tribe of Beathian clansmen of the Outer Worlds, Hebeth bridged the desperate Sentinel cities with the ingenious design of Slipgate invention. But it was not meant to last, and among those cities lost in the crusades of Sentinel past was Hebeth, now little more than a smouldering ruin swallowed by the quaking surface of a once habitable Mars. Right, so the Sentinels and all that stuff are the original Martians. And is what this is saying. Is that correct? Oh. Cheeky bastard. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. Where's that stupid arachnid round gun? Yeah. Missiles incoming, that can mean one thing. Ah, you stupid thing. Seriously, the only weapon I have left? Alright. You got an asshole. Come here. Haven't missed any secrets, have I? No.
The portal ahead will take you to Sentinel Prime, where the Hell Priest Date Grav is waiting.
Really? Fast travel unlocked. Actually, seem to have got everything. No need for fast travel. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Back BFG, indeed. How you doing, buddy? Weapon point of getting that old 10. Oh well. You've traveled through the core of Mars, arriving at the ancient city of Sentinel Prime. You have sovereignty in this unholy place, for now. Great Slayer was once a warrior king in this world. Tradition grants you safe passage, but the completion of your mission will come at a price. Hell Priest Grav is waiting. It's weird. Combination of stuff this.
Great Slayer.
Guard the priest.
All this technology and things steeped in very traditional fantasy style lore. It's just a bit weird. Sentinel Prime. The ancient arena is a holy place for the people of Argentina. Constructed in the earliest days of their history, this Colosseum serves as a proving ground for trial by combat. Historical records indicate that the Argenta did not jail their own kind. Rather, prisoners and criminals were granted the right to earn their chance at regaining honor through victory in the arena. Those who succeeded were given a place to fight in the front lines of the Sentinel army, to die in service to Argentina. This traditional use of the arena has subsided since the assimilation with the Dark Realm. The corrupted priests now allow more violent exchanges with armed captives pitted against demons for sport. Priests of the Order there continue to hold undisputed power in Argentina. Spilling the blood of Argent ascending class will result in transgressors' banishment. Asylum amongst the Argenta will be denied to any who do not adhere to the rules of engagement. Yes. What's the secrets this way be? Random cutscene.
We found him in the valley, just outside the castle walls. He was badly wounded and wearing this.
Guts. Huge guts. Kill them.
Doom guy.
Must.
Well, I guess that answers whether it's Doom Slayer or Doom guy.
In spite of his injuries.
Send him to the arena. Let him be judged like the others.
History of the Sentinels. Translation from the Liga Tangenta, Book of Kings. In the time of King Novik, as the Argenta secured peace and safety throughout dimensions across time and space, an outlander came to us. He was not of our world, spoke an ugly tongue. How he first took upon our land was unknown. Sentinel's characters has found Outlander bloodied, clawed, and near death, mumbling of impending doom and the forces of darkness. The scent of blood followed him, and the gore that stained his armor seemed not entirely his own. By a gentle law, the stranger would be judged in the Colosseum, where he would be given a chance for all who stray from the path to fight for his freedom. We knew not of this stranger. His mind seemed crippled with rage. He dressed in attire not suited for our lands and carried munition of an arcane origin. We watched as his will overcame his injuries, and the blood arena he proved his worth. The Outlander's technique was crude and brutal, but the determination of his charge echoed that of any true-born sentinel. His war cry echoed through the Colosseum, as did the sound of his fury, and the guards cheered his banner. Rip and tear, They shouted as the beast pushed beyond mortal wounds and said, "Death. You will be gifted no rank, no title. The survivors in the arena were provided only one reward, the right to earn an honourable death while spreading the blessings of the Makers to those in need." The Outlander's determination was witnessed, his ravings documented through the word of the Order the Khan Maker had him brought before her. He set her minions to learning his tongue, for with his ugly words he spoke of lands unseen, creatures born of fire in a dark place unknown to the Queen and her caste. It is another opportunity to expand the gift of the Makers to those in need. Or destroy your entire civilization. The two. Hey, Oscar, how you doing, buddy? How's things?
I offer you, O great powerful one, a sign of truce.
Nope, I'm the Doom guy. I'm good, thank you. Kids are back in school in the UK, so it was good times today. Best day back today. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, let me just read this, buddy. On the eve of the Black Star, the Dark Ones came from a world beneath our own. Not through ship nor imperial vessel, but through the fabric of dimensions. Out of swirling fiery gates came horned beasts from a timeless realm. First one, then many, crashing waves of evil swelled from the obsidian forests of the Argent and Overlands. The all-armed cannons from the eastern mountains fell first to the black horde of devils, and the city of Teleron was slung under the weight of their charge. 3 sentinels rose to meet the beasts with spear in hand, the might of the Holy Fleet striking back at the demons. But the dark gates from whence they came gave birth still to even greater hordes. A line of blood was drawn with the fallen of both sides, and unholy wars began as the time of darkness came upon us. Yeah, but honestly, my daughter could not wait to get back to school. Absolutely could not. You got a day off today, buddy, or just at working?
You cannot save them. They
Watch me.
asked me for this, and so I give it to them. If you let the priest live,
Okay, I see.
I will return to you what the demons took from you so long ago. You need only turn back, and it will be yours again. All the pain you carry will be gone.
Forgive me for not believing a demon queen, but it's like a bad choice. Oh, Codex. Unlike enemies of the past, we could not contain the demons emergent from the Dark Realm. Their weaponry was not conjured from machine steel, but from the essence of their very being. Dark magic not known to us in our many conquests. Have we grown overconfident our victories serving to dull our blade as we drank in the glory of our expanding empire? Lost, we knew not of how to prevail against this foe. The Maker gods stood perplexed, and our engineers and police scrambled to find the advantage in battle we so desperately needed. Unknown to the enemy, we were pushed to the brink of defeat, and our gods stood with us as we worked to find the answer. The Order of the Air were the first to unlock the mystery of these foul creatures. The priests were able to capture several of the beasts and set about to identify the source of their power. It was then that the essence of the Dark Realm was discovered. Not wholly unlike our own, this power was this life essence that flowed through their twisted form and powered their attacks. Could we harness to power our own weapons, giving the agents the chance to combat the demons on even footing? Police believed that with greater knowledge of the essence, we could discover its source and cut it off from the demons to strangle our armies from within, allowing us to regain the advantage we required for victory on the battlefield. Khan Maker gave blessings to Our Majesty and directed the priest to delve deeper into the mysteries of the Scarlet Elixir from the demonic realm, where she sought only to return balance to our universe. Proper assimilation was required, as hell stood beyond their influence. With great effort, the priests discovered more than they had ever hoped for. They learned of the true nature of the demonic energy, and how it could strengthen those skilled enough to harness its power. The energy coursing through the malformed bodies of our relentless enemy could be used to end life, or to enhance it. Power to heal, to mend, immortality. Knowledge and enlightened faculties beyond our understanding. The demon's life force in the skilled hands of the Sentinel priests, and under the righteous gaze of the Khan Maker, our people would not only rise to victory over the unholy horde that clawed our walls, we would move to a higher plateau of existence, ushering in a new era of military science and industrial healing. No sentinel would grow sick, no maker would need to suffer the transfiguration that they so feared. All would be risen, none would ever oppose our peaceful ways and threaten our world again. True balance over hell and its legions, over space and time, in this world and all others, we would dictate the order. United with the Makers, we would find peace eternal. I am enjoying this Doom. I heard bad things about it, but this is pretty sweet. I'm enjoying it. Me reading some more stuff coming at you, so I hope you're not bothered by this, Oscar. Yeah. The Khan Maker demanded the teeth of the essence, and driven by her desire, the priests submitted themselves to her will. The Order of the Day took counsel with the king, speaking only of the spoiled land sure to be found. Oop. Yeah. There you go. Where were we? Speaking only of the spoiled land sure to be found through the cleft in creation and the opportunities Persian new invaders from Argentina took the war to their cursed land, pressing through the grace of wizardry. There was one among us who seemed to know the true nature of these foul demons. It was the Outlander, the stranger who had come to us from places unknown. He who had survived in the front lines far longer than any sentinel-born prisoner had before. His passion for battle against the vile horde was evident, his lust for their destruction matching our own, though Argentina remained a fallen line to him. Further caught the attention of inquisitors of the Sentinel Guard, some whispering of a suspected allegiance he held in secret with the demons. Silencing the critics, King Novik deemed him worthy of selection. The signifiers brought a commission to our king, and it was decided that he would be lifted from the common rabble. Though no arena-born prisoner had ever been granted the honour, the Knight Sentinels broke tradition and deemed the Outlander worthy of training. A number of disciples grumbled and chaffed at the barbarian present in their ranks. In the war with the demons, all opportunities for even the slightest advantage were to be considered. As they witnessed the strangers spar with their hall masters, they found him an undying, unrelenting compatriot. This man was an outsider, friend to none, and yet rose each time he was thrown to the dirt of the circle. Battered and bruised, his brow stained with blood, he rose with grim determination for the chance to face his enemies in armed combat once again. Time passed as the stranger was instructed in the codified matrices of their order, the ancient lessons of battle and brotherhood taught to all sentinels. He could sense the opportunity before him. Soon, all of hell will feel his wrath once again. Satisfied he would not be a detriment to their prowess, the Knight Sentinels granted him his wish as they ventured through the hell gates with the stranger in tow. They knew no rest, fighting in the unnatural elements and training under the blood moon of night. Strangers suffered exhaustion, wounds, and sickness, but asked for no aid and was offered none. 3 times the Knight Sentinels ventured into the gate and back, and upon every return the stranger strode more capable than before, his gate locked in step with the march for the Sentinels. The disciplined and now controlled lust for demon blood ever present. The passing of years and numerous battles with the devils indentured the stranger to Argenta's mightiest warriors. No longer did they consider him as a new-blooded conscript, for to them he had become a brother in arms, forged in war, an ally, and a weapon. As you can see, Doom Guy. Did Oh, extra lives. Nice.
I pity the humans. I do. Theirs is a hard role to play. But I too have a world to save. Without their souls, there can be no hell energy, and the Argent will cease to flow. I cannot allow this to happen. You will not stand in the way of Erdak's progress. This is how it has always been done. It is not for you to deny us our chance at prosperity.
I don't think this really counts as prosperity, though. Idea. Army talking coming at you. I'm sorry, but this I quite like this stuff. It's more lore for Doom than you would expect. As we warred with the beast, the Argenta society grew under the watchful eye of the Makers and through the endless power of the Essence. While our generals were consumed with the unholy war, our culture was marked by the beautiful potion the enemy had provided us the sweet elixir, brought us immeasurable capacity and empowered us to reach further into the dimensions once thought to be beyond our grasp. Under the direction of our maker gods and the engineering of our high priests, our weapons blazed and our war machines stormed. The throngs of the Propios drank deeply from the well of energy unveiled by the priests, but we of the Night Sentinels took no part in their abundance. Some among us whispered accusations and warnings against this manner of progress. They were quailed, as it was not our role to dictate the future of our people, only to defend it. Alright. And secret, one more secret down. Here. Ooh, suit upgrades. And considering I think I'm pretty much at the end of the game, I don't think I'm going to get the opportunity to actually unlock the rest of these without going back. Plus, no reason to go back. Lots of lore. As the Black Star ascended to its zenith, King Novik sat restless on his throne as a howling darkness began to assemble just beyond the mountain rise to the east. The blight came upon us in droves, flooding forth from the Hellgate with merciless fury. They brought with them a monstrous titan, the Dreadnought, a beast to rival the stature and menace of even the mightiest ancestral. The grotesque giant laid waste all before him, crushing all in his path. It was a total demonic assault, striking at the heart of Argentina as never before. How was it that the behemoth could pass through the demonic gate without warning? We would never know, though the Night Sentinels believed treason was at play. Caught off guard, the Sentinels scrambled late in defiance of the Titan and his sword, and with his coming, the holy city of Taros and Nabod prepared for judgment. With the onslaught of the demons massed in the sprawling shadow of the abhorrent fiend, the city shook to its foundation. None was spared, save those that fled north. The vile swarm ransacked our temples and palaces, burning our towers and feasting on the souls of our clergy. Yet the Night Sentinels rallied and held fast against demons, though they were pushed back and corralled at the blood arena. As the dark of night descended, their swords remained potent and shred the enemy multitude with abandon. Amidst the unyielding ranks of the Sentinels, when all other apprentices have fallen in battle, stood the Outlander. Rip and tear, he roared, ferocious in battle. The remaining conscripts of the arena stood in awe as they witnessed the beast who had once raged within their very cells, now armoured alongside the shoulders of his sentinel brethren. He had risen where none other had before, a true-born sentinel fighter, the very best among them. But though the swarm fell before their assault, the Titan remained invincible, for none could tame the behemoth alone. In the hours before dawn, as the night sentinels weathered the relentless assault, the Outlander held his ground at the foot of the great wall in the northern bend of the castle. Seeing his unending vigour, Sama, Chancellor to the Mother God, hurried the Outlander away under veil of secrecy and, for reason unknown, submitted him to a rite untold. This was heresy, but Sama received no consent from the Khan Maker, nor did he receive her counsel. In the Chapel of Purity, the Outlander submitted himself to the divinity machine. There, Sama Maker, a seraphim known only to us as the aid to the Mother God, blessed the Outlander with fierce speed and power to match his will. It was the method by which this transfusion took place that was most uncertain to us, for we were of the knowledge that the Maker device bestowed onto the Agenda so many generations ago was to be used by the priests only to find the impurity among us. How could it be that the device was meant to cull the sentinel breed of its contaminants, could then be used to purify the Outlander's body and give rise to the one who would lead us into battle henceforth? What rose from the holy coffin on that fateful day was not the impure abomination the Covenant warned us of. The hero within would come to be known only as the Great Slayer, the Time Walker, the warrior Khan whose fire sword would blaze forth a path for the just and cut through the demonic horde with a vengeance that only a god king could summon. He rose unbroken by the ritual, his eyes burning with maker magic. He took the crucible in his hand, and Raphael leapt forth from the blade, as only it will when held by true sentinel warrior king. In our darkest hours, Slayer had been chosen, defying tradition and most sacred laws, and the will of the great Khan herself, a stranger to our lands, had been blessed with celestial might. Here I have. Right.
I cannot stand by and watch as you put our future at risk. Theirs will be consumed, and the energy will continue to flow. It is your people's fight against mine.
Grav. Grav remains the most powerful of the Hell Priests amongst the people of Argentina, frequently visiting his ancient homeworld to lord over the populace. Arrogant, pompous, Grav calls for blood sport in the arena to entertain the fallen citizens of Sentinel Prime. Since the demonic invasion of Earth began, he has operated on the planet's surface along with his fellow Hell Priests to direct Hell's forces, but after the deaths of Danarkage and Danarkage, he has fled to the safety of the arena. It was Grav who facilitated the torment and eventual betrayal of the Sentinel Commander Valen, taking the keys to the Culture of Elements and opening the vault of the sleeping wraiths. Ancient creatures were abducted, transported to Hell, and tortured to siphon away their power. He used the heart of Valen's son to animate the icon of sin, a titan still spoke of in legend throughout Argentina. They just mentioned something called the icon of sin. What's the bane? That's a boss battle. These things. Really fast travel unlocked already. Gladiator. In the years following the end of the Golden Age, competing factions of Argentina turned against one another. An insidious influence had beset itself upon the Sentinel people, corrupting its once held sacred traditions. The Colosseum, once a place of honourable combat where prisoners of the Argenta were tested for the right to fight in the front lines of their army, has since become a place of blood sport. In violation of Sentinel law, the police have encaged the demon there, a merciless executioner used to enact judgment of their own decree. The gladiator, wielding the cursed shield which entombs the tormented soul of his undying master, remains undefeated in battle, infamous for the many lives it has claimed. Ooh, I'm gonna get booked up here.